Good day to you, viewers. Welcome to another episode of Reflections. As you know, Reflections is an online TV program where issues about our lives, significant issues about our lives and the lives of dignitaries are showcased and explored. Here with me today is Hon.Adeyinka Adeyemi, Honorable Executive Chairman of Ajorosun Local Council Development Area. Honorable Adeyemi, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Today we are going to talk about the relevance of the local government to our development. And since we have a member here who is a head of a local government and has been in office for some time, so we deem it fit he will be able to talk about various issues about the local government. Sir, why is local government important to our development, to the development of a nation?
Local government is the third arm of government, which is also the closest to the people. This is the most accessible form of governance to our people, which is also accessible to all and sundry. Not everybody can get to Abuja and say the people are the heads of affairs at the federal level. Not everybody could even access the state capital. We have about 33 local governments in Oyo State. We have 35 LCDAs. Do you think somebody from Shekweteri can see the governor as often as they will see their local government chairman? Or somebody coming from Ogbomoso will have access to the governor like he sees his own local government chairman or even the councillors representing his ward. This is a way of decentralizing governance and bringing government closer to the people. Most of the time, the people at the local government live within the local government. They are known by the people. They are accessible to their people. So their people have access to them. They know what the needs are. Not that they report what the needs are to them. They know what the needs are because they live within the environment. They know the wants and the do's and the don'ts of the community, even the tradition of the place. Unlike somebody that has to oversee about 68 local governments and local government development areas, or the Mr. President that has to oversee about 774 local governments throughout the federation. Most of them will act based on report, based on what they are told. Unlike the local government chairman that can have a first-hand assessment of what is on ground. And because you are from that community, you will be able to give a tailor-fitted solution to problems as it arises from your domain.
Well, are you closer to, if I may ask, are you closer to your own people in your local government? How closer are you to them? Can you give us a brief?
Well, I run an open door policy. If you come to my office and you can be patient enough for me to attend to people that are with me, as I when you come, I can assure you, you will always see me. My house is accessible to people. I live within my people. At times, I take time out to work. I go to where they go to. I live within them. And moreover, in my own local government, periodically we hold town hall meetings where the elected officers meet with the people, both the traditional rulers, landlord association representatives, community leaders, religious leaders, even student representatives. I even volunteer to go to schools within my local government to teach.
Are you a teacher?
I'm not, but I could remember that when I served this country meritoriously during my youth corps, I was a teacher. I was a classroom teacher. I served the country as a classroom teacher, and I taught. And it was an impactful period of my life because I knew I was able to impact the coming generation. And above teaching them what the curricula actually provides for us, I was also able to teach morals.
So how will you take it? Do you see the local government being autonomous? Because there is a controversy over local government should be autonomous, it should be under the state. What's your take on that?
Well, that's the way to go. Autonomy is the way to go. And there's no way in the long run local government will not have autonomy. Because the people are yearning for local government autonomy. How do you expect a local government chairman that had been duly elected, that people are expecting dividend of democracy from him? He had a manifesto while he was campaigning. He had things he promised the people while he was campaigning. Yet he has to seek approval from the state secretariat to even construct a box bridge or even a culvert. If you have to sink a borehole, you have to take an approval. And you know what? Administrative bottleneck, all this bureaucracy, what they can do to such programs. So, if the local government has autonomy, I can assure you that people will feel the impact of government more than what runs now. And if you have a program and they think is not in accordance with their own belief at the state, you might not even get approval in the first place. Or it might only be a brilliant write-up that won't see the light of the day. You can have the political will, you can have the technical know-how, how to go about such things, but somebody that will give approval may not even be able to fathom what your idea is. If you can't interpret what the intention of the writer of the proposal is, you won't be able to be on the same page with the person. And the overall effect of such projects on your own people, because you are with them, you live within them, you are one of them, and you will always come back to these people. But a civil servant at the secretariat doesn't have anything at stake. All those files, we have to go through them, and we know what it looks like up there. You can push a file for God knows how many months and might not even see the light of the day.
So is he backed by the law that local government should be autonomous?
Well, the autonomy of the local government is being pushed by the National Assembly. But because of vested interests, this is not the first time this is coming on board. But because of the vested interest of various people, then it didn't see the light of the day. But we can see the body language of Mr. President that is committed to the autonomy of local government. He has even tied the autonomy of local government to the autonomy of judiciary and even the state houses of assembly. But knowing our governors, in their wisdom, they've been able to isolate that of the House of Assembly and the judiciary and leave that of the local government aside. But irrespective of what happens, the truth is always the truth. It has no sides. The truth is always the truth. And autonomy at the long run will come to the local government, and people at the grassroots will breathe air of relief when autonomy comes.
How will you react to this?
Sir.
Viewers, it is another end to reflections on Kaylinjkz TV. And we're happy with Adi, but I want to add to it. We all know the situation we are in the world right now. So keep safe.